Man City 4, Liverpool 1. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Not much to say about the game, is there? We got battered. Battered. And someone tell me how this team, at the end of last season, 4-season trophy, the chance to do the quadruple. Remember we talking that talk big things this time last year, to just being an absolute shambles. That 7-0 against Man United was just, what was that? It's just embarrassing. It's like back in the day when we had these little wins, but we just had the dead season. It's just, I don't get it. Just embarrassing. In this 7-year Klopp itch, boy, well, I mean, we're not going to reach top 4, and we're not going to reach now. And that was, I feel sorry for Alisson. He's been our stand-out best player this season. That says it something. You know, Bajicic as well, you know, to a certain extent. And no one else. I mean, Salah, he's probably him and Alisson, if I'm being honest. The best two, really. And Salah tried. He's got to try to make things happen. But the others were just absolutely trash. And that includes the great Hope Konate, who's a great defender, don't get me wrong, big up, but people need to stop gassing the ting. You give energy for certain players. When certain man flop, you lot don't say nothing. That's not how football works, is it? He was trash. He really, like I said, Alisson and Salah to an extent, when the only one's there. How see we having a field day? And then Klopp will give us the same boring answers. Oh, it's embarrassing. I don't know what's going on. We weren't first to the ball. So what are you and Pep doing about it? Fix the team, Klopp. Change the formation. I remember in season 2018-19, you changed the formation. You at least switched it up to like a 4-2-3-1. Just made something a bit different. But you're just saying basics. And Harvey, look, we're not going to buy a right-sided winger to replace Salah. Why? Because we just have to be Harvey. He just has to play there or the left, because number 8, he did well against Man United, but it's just nah. We need to stop this. You know what I mean? And you know, Fabio Carvalho, boy, at this rate, I would personally like him to start the rest of the season, certain games. You know what I mean? Because like, I just, you know what, it's very hard to say where do we go from here, man. It's, you know, the only good thing out of this, that hopefully, I know Arsenal won, unfortunately that City win this league from Arsenal, because can you just imagine at the end of the season, Arteta has won the same number of titles with Klopp, and he's not on the level of a manager. That is embarrassing. This team bottled it at the end of the last season for the league and for the Champions League, and it's just that, I don't know, it's like a downgrade or whatever. It's gone into the season, and this is it's a shambles, and it's embarrassment. A squad like this can't even make the top 4. The only person with money in Trent, my God almighty, by God's grace, I wish Ramsey was fit, 100% fit, because right now Trent would be holding bench like the back of the bus, like he's been put to the back of a bus, like a schoolboy has done something wrong. You know what I mean? So where do we go out here? Only pride. We're playing for pride. It's embarrassing. It's a shambles to say that we're playing for pride. Chelsea, Arsenal, even if we win both of those, we still ain't gonna reach top 4 anyway. But at least pride. And like I said, and I say it again, as I said at the start of the season, you know, conversation had to be had about Klopp, because we're not reaching top 4. We could reach 7th or 8th if potentially the owners were to sack him. Then they've got every reason, haven't they? They've got every reason. If they're sacking, I will not complain. Thank you for the memories, Bible. We need more than this. And if he does stay, which he is probably going to stay next season, he has got no excuse. He's got to win the league or the Champions League, or he has to be sacked next season. That is it. Point blank, period. No two ways about it. And if there's a way at sometime next season we're not near we've got no chance for both of them, gone. I'm sorry, because we can't be sitting on this one league thing, man. This is what I'm saying. This team, we're not taking advantage of our period right now, and it's frustrating. Anyway, Liverpool 4, Man City. Oh, sorry. I mean, see, my mind's just all over. Man City 4, Liverpool 1. Big up all the views. Big up Tom Mizzy. Big up Uncle Rods, Uncle Albert. Big up everyone. Big up Bajan Barnes, Red TV, Bajan Pops, Look, check out his channel, all the other channels. Big up the man. I'm out.
International breakover, and just like Tupac, Liverpool fans see no changes. We rock up at the Etihad with our horrible away record this season, and we play the occasion and not the game, just like we've done in previous seasons. You know, tactically, I think it was the right idea to play on the counter. The application and how we set the team up, the team selection, the formation just wasn't there. For me, we played in like a 4-3-3 with Harvey Elliott as a right centre midfielder. For me, that was the wrong thing to do. He should be playing in a 10 or as a winger. We should have had our defenders sit back a little bit more, to not try to play a high line when we were allowed to, so they can see more of the play and they can adjust to any attacks that Man City put on. We should have played like Brazil '96, where our CDMs they move into fullback areas to cover the fullback space, the spaces behind our fullbacks, and allowed our fullbacks to go up the pitch. Because if you look at the way City their lineup, they didn't have a natural fullback. The closest thing they had a natural fullback was Nathan Ake, and we never exploited that with our fullbacks. Our fullbacks were actually compressed. They were penned in, right? Because we just weren't compact enough. Harvey Elliott, for me, got thrown under the bus. You're going away to the Etihad against press-resistant midfielders, sharp midfielders, and your job is to assist in the attack and assist Trent in defence. And he's not a powerful enough runner, right? Harvey Elliott has just not got that pace. He's not got that explosive running power. He's not a Henderson from a few years ago, a Milner from a few years ago, an Adam Lallana from 16-17, an Emre Can when we had Emre Can, an Oxlade-Chamberlain. He's not that type of guy. He can't make those shuttle runs and assist in attacking and in defending. He got thrown under the bus. We should have been more compact, more narrow in that respect. When they get the ball out into the wide areas, win it there and then transition. Gakpo can play in a 10, because one positive I can say is Cody Gakpo, like his first touch is really good. He knows how to touch and turn and make powerful runs. He was winning a lot of good free kicks, holding off players. And we didn't do any of that. And the other thing as well for me, right, that I've noticed this season, like Liverpool, for me, they've lost their pride. They've lost they're kind of a bit gutless now, to be honest with you. Like, we go into certain games, we hit walls of adversity, whatever that is, whether we're unable to break a team down, we can't keep up with how they play, and we just we revert to type, where players just get onto the ball and they just knock the ball long. They just pass the buck, basically. They knock the ball long. So, okay, I can't do nothing, so I'm just going to hit the ball somewhere and hopefully someone runs onto it. And it's a bit embarrassing, to be honest with you, because the way that the Man City played in that second half was utterly, utterly embarrassing if you're a Liverpool fan. Like, their fans allayed us, their fans did the Poznan, their fans talked about our manager getting sacked in the morning, they talked about Steven Gerrard, and to be fair, they're right to do with that, because they're seeing their team move us around. Like, even from a player perspective, Jack Grealish gets the ball on the left wing, he takes a touch, and he turns into Ronaldo from R9 from when he played Turkey, and walks our players to the right wing. He just waltzes through. No one puts in a challenge. No one believes in their footballing IQ or their ability to not give away a foul. No one does anything. Like, they're just waiting for someone else to do stuff. It's so shameful. Like, what we had to go through. I don't know why I was nervous for, because to be honest with you, deep down we knew this was going to happen. The mistake I made was having to tune into that stuff. Like, honestly, like, there needs to be serious major surgery going on. I think one of the key things that we need to address now is the right back position. Like, for me, I don't really like to poo-poo Trent on defending. I think he can defend. I think he gets into situations where he gets double team and triple team so much that he kind of just looks a bit lost as the game goes on. But one thing I will say is his awareness is shocking. How many times this season have we seen a player sneak in at the back post like Rick Ross in Money in the Grave, right? And Trent does not know that guy's there. Why do you think the opposition right winger is looking up, or the opposition fullback or whoever is pinging the ball behind your head? Yeah, there's someone running in behind you, and you just look up and you just watch the ball go over your head all the time. Going into the summer, we need to get a proper right back. We can't afford to make changes now, because obviously we don't have Calvin Ramsey injured. I am not seeing Milner at right back towards the end of the season. He's too old, and it's actually not fair on him to play him at right back for the 11 games we have left. right? But either Trent goes into midfield and we get a proper right back, or we sell him if he can't play in midfield. Because to be honest with you, that is too much of a gaping hole now. We need a proper right back, right? We need to going forward, we need to go back to basics. Klopp has to pull this out of the fire now. He has to go back to the 4-2-3-1. We need to be more compact and we need to be more effective when we attack. We're not clinical enough, right? We're simply not clinical enough, going forward, because unless we get a 3-4 goal lead, we're unable to hold on to like a 1-2 goal margin anymore. I went over on my last video, so I'm just going to kind of cut it there now. But I just want to say apologies to Arsenal fans. I apologize that if you did have faith in us to win this game or help you out in any way, your faith was misguided. I'm sorry to say that. It was misguided. I don't speak for all Liverpool fans, but I apologize to you guys. I don't know where we're going to go, to be honest with you. The manager is kind of... I have not listened to what the manager has to say, because to be honest with you, I don't want to listen to no bag of foolishness anymore, to be honest. It's just frustrating that, he says all the right things, but the application simply isn't there. Also, this club, this team have been allowed to age badly. I don't even know if we can recover this season anymore. I think we are doomed to Europa League or Conference League or no European football again. It's not acceptable, but it is what it is, man. Like, comment, subscribe, people.
Walk one. Big up to everyone, the viewers, the community, Kelmet and Drift, the MVP. Another defeat, 4-1, totally outclassed. We were actually played well in the first half. I think the way we set up, the sharpness, the level of fitness, but I think City just sensed the threat that we imposed, and then they step up the gear, and then we lost the control. Our mindset has gone even before the halftime, and immediately after the halftime, City got back quickly. I thought it was offside, but it was a mistake, a calamity. Ali should have done well, but I don't want to blame players now. The management, no comment. Everyone. It's just that I don't have a lot of things to say. It's just I'm so tired of giving such criticism. I'm so tired of analyzing the game. So, but I just want to express how I feel for you guys. Yeah. For the remaining games of the season, I don't have... My expectation is quite low, to be honest now. So whatever happens. Defeat, a win or a draw, I'll keep my energy the same. I'll just put it that way. But yeah, that's just it for this week's viewers review. Smash the like and big up to Mandem. Take care. Blessed.